All right, can you see my screen, Gabriel?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a dummy account that we have just so we can do these kinds of presentations. So this is the first thing that shows up when you log into your back office. So there's a couple things that you can do. This is the first thing I like to point out is once you log in, you can see your contact's recent activity. And like right here, this is a good example. It shows that Jay Johnson viewed Why for Life video on Professional Networkers Business 3%. So it actually tells you the percentage that someone viewed the video. And it does show that he was sent many autoresponders. It also says when he opens the autoresponders and clicks through them. So you get all that kind of updates, like right here, clicked through, opened, revisited Professional Networkers, the website. So there's just various things that it shows you. One thing, since you are in Lauren's team, one thing you can do is join a team, and that will actually give you access to various tools that your team leader has provided to their teammates. So we just want to go to user settings to do that. You can be a team leader as well. You can set yourself up to be a team leader. You just click here, and you'd enter a team name, you'd save it, and then you'd select the content that you want to share with your teammates. So that's how you become a team leader. How you join a team is you click here, and then you just enter the team name, and that'll give you access to whatever information that your team leader is sharing with you. So let's go back to home. So from here, let's just start at My Contacts. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of folders here, so we're just going to go through about 6 of them. This one, Today's Activity, this folder lists all the contacts who have received or opened or viewed any emails or videos today. You can see why they're here in this Today's Activity folder by clicking. Let's click it. If a contact was here, you would be able to click here, and right here it would say last action taken, and it would actually tell you why they're in that folder. This is basically a folder that shows a lot more. As you can see right here, it only shows you about this amount of people. Now, of course, you're going to have a lot more people in there than just however much it's showing you right there. So you can view all the activity that has happened with your contacts in, like today, in that folder. Once this loads, right here is this week's activity. This folder would show you all the contacts who have received, opened, or viewed any emails or videos this week. The same as before, to see why they're in that folder, you would just click the Click Here option under Last Action Taken, and it would let you know why they're in that folder. So the next one is Saved Searches. This folder will list all the saved searches you have done with the contacts that match that criteria in that folder. So you'd click Advanced Search. You'd pick out which information you're looking for. So say we want to see, let's see here, what emails have unsubscribed from us, but also we want to see from in the last 7 days, and then also if they've opened the emails. So if we want to save this search to show all the contacts every time we click on this that have done those 3 things, then we'll just save this search as, I'll just say test, but you'll want to name it something that's relevant to what you're doing, and you'll see why here in a second. So you'll click search. And there's no names in here, just the sample contacts, so nothing's going to show up. But if there were contacts in your contacts that matched that criteria, they would all show up here. Now you can see that I named that search criteria test, and it shows up under saved searches. So to delete that, you would just click this X right here. And then this box will pop up, and it's, are you sure you want to delete this saved search? You'll just click yes. We're okay. So the next folder is web form leads. With Focal Point, you can embed a web form into websites. When people enter their information into the web form, it will save their information in this folder. The next one is monthly lead subscription. You can subscribe to Focal Point's monthly lead subscription service. It's $39 a month, and you get 120 leads. When you sign up for this, you will be able to let them know how many of the 120 leads you want, and they'll be available in this folder once they download. There is a little envelope icon here next to this folder. What this means is an autoresponder campaign is attached to this folder, and we'll go over how to make one of those here in a second. Imported leads is right here. In this folder, you can view all the leads you've imported. To import leads from a file, you'll want to go to Advanced Contact Tools.
Yoga. No, I'm sorry. Someone's calling me.
Oh, okay. You want to go to Advanced Contact Tools. Click Import Contacts. Select the category you would like for them to go into. So let's say you want to put them all, like if you get them from your downline report, then you can put all of your team members in there. And then you would just choose the file from your computer where your contacts are located. You click Continue. You want to make sure that you put in here if you want them to start receiving the autoresponders associated with the category right here, yes or no. Click Continue. It'll take a couple minutes, but after they're imported, it'll show a notification to let you know that they imported successfully. Now to import contacts from your address book, you'd want to click right here. You choose which email provider you would want to import your contacts from. It will pop up a new window, and sometimes the window will actually, instead of going to the area where you would sign up or sign in, sometimes it'll say app not verified because your browser's not familiar with Focal Point system. So you click Advanced, go to there'll be a link that says go to iTeleCenter, and then it'll have you sign in, and then you just walk through it from there. So let's close this out. Go to Advanced Contact Tools, which is actually, let's go back here. So this is Advanced Contact Tools. You're just in that, going through Import Contacts. So right here, you can add multiple contacts. This will allow you to add 6 contacts at once. So let's go here, and you'll want to click this. You can enter their first name, last name, email, primary phone, extension, and then you'll select the category you want the lead to go into, and then make sure to click whether you'd want them to start receiving the email messages associated with that category if there is one. You go all the way to the bottom and click Save, and then it'll let you know above each box that the contacts were saved. Go back to Advanced Contacts. We already went through Import Contacts. So here is iCall Blazer settings. Focal Point partners with a system called iCallBlazer. What this does is right here, it lets you select from 1 to hundreds of contacts and start a call session. You can choose or record a trying to reach you / call me back message to leave on voicemails and answering machines. You dial once into iCallBlazer and follow the screen prompts to manage your session. One-click action dials your contacts, connects to calls, leave automatic messages, go to next contact, and more. Now this is not included in your Focal Point subscription, but it is a service that Focal Point offers if you would like to take advantage of that. And you would just come here and pick which package you want and then submit that. So let's go back. Add a new category folder. This allows you to add a new category folder into your contacts. You can also do this by going back to My Contacts, and you scroll down here, and then you just click that. So let's go through that real quick. So you would just enter the category name. You'd have to enter a description, and then if you want it to be a subcategory of a main folder, like lead, affiliates, or warm market, then you just click that. And if you want to assign an autoresponder campaign to it, you have 2 right now that you can attach to this folder or category. If you want to make a new autoresponder, we'll go through that here in a little bit. And then I'm assuming that that would pop up right here for you to choose from. And you just click Save. Let's go back to Advanced Contact Tools. So this is Manage Categories. This is also accessible from where Add a New Category folder was in your My Contacts. This Manage Categories, this allows you to manage all the category folders you currently have. You can edit or delete folders you've created, and also add a new folder through Manage Categories. So that you can't delete or edit any of the system categories, the ones that were already in there. But like this one, we put in here, so we can edit or delete that category. So you could add a new category up here if you would like to do that. Let's go back to Advanced Contact Tools. All right, and here at the bottom is Custom Fields. So this allows you to add custom fields to your contact's profile. So like here, if you want to add a new one, you just click Add New Custom Field. Select the type of field you want. So there's 4 different ones. There's a date chooser, a text box, a checkbox, and a drop down. So we're just going to click Date Chooser. We'll enter the field label. So let's say Sign Up Date. We'll click Save. And that'll show up down here in your custom fields. Now let's go to your contacts to see where that shows up at. Go to Sample Contact. Scroll down here and Custom Fields, so the sign up date, you click here, sign up yesterday, and then you could add a message to it. So that's where it would show up no matter what kind, since there was 4 different types of fields, the date chooser, text box, checkbox, and drop-down menu. This is all where those would show up. So let's go. I think the rest of the stuff on your contacts page is pretty self-explanatory. If you click on these little blue question marks here, it'll kind of give you an idea of what this is here. So there's one right here. There's one next to each of these. On every page, you can always look for this right here, watch video tutorial, and Focal Point has made different video tutorials for specific pages. So if you were ever stuck on anything, you can always watch a video tutorial. They do have up here, there's a help menu, and they have a whole list of videos and guides on how to do various things that you might be stuck on. Okay, so let's go to generate prospects. Okay, so the first thing that pops up here is purchase leads. Here you can purchase leads from lead vendors that Focal Point has approved. Monthly lead subscription. Here you can subscribe to the monthly lead subscription we talked about earlier. It's $39 a month for 120 leads. Right here, website traffic rotator co-ops. Here you can create a co-op URL that rotates traffic to multiple members, allowing them to share leads, like a round-robin system. We already went through how to add a contact and how to add multiple contacts on your My Contacts page, and import contacts in your advanced contact tools. The Facebook auto post. This is a new feature I'm not completely familiar with, but you can authorize Focal Point to send posts on your behalf to your Facebook account if you connect it. So let's move on to sales tools. Do you have any questions so far?
No, not yet.
Okay. All right. So as you can see here, there are many sales tools available to you through the Focal Point system. Email broadcast and autoresponder emails are the two I want to focus on today, since there are so many of them. Some of them you can kind of just go through, mess around with, like this live chat. You can live chat with the members that are currently on your site if you're in your back office. There's phone scripts. You can make your own phone scripts. There's also phone scripts there that are pre-written from professional networkers. So let's start with the email broadcast. Is it low?
Caitlin? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So here you can see the broadcasts you have created or sent. Now there aren't any email broadcasts in here because we don't have any created yet, but we can definitely start one. So here you'll want to choose the category you want to send this to. Let's just say sample contact, since that's the only one with a lead in it. And then you'll want to click a pre-written broadcast template. You know, you can go through these and kind of view the different ones that are pre-written in here to kind of just give an idea, just give you inspiration. This one's the newsletter one. I'm just going to click the announcement just because that's the one I've always chosen to go off of. So here's the first thing, is changing the subject. It is required right here that you have a subject line. So you'll just go to this area. This is a preset subject that will appear in the recipient subject line. You can change it, of course. I would definitely suggest searching like Google or Yahoo or whatever you use for like subject line, spam trigger words, and the current year to find out the various things that will trigger your email going into spam. Now, of course, this can't like completely save it from going into spam, but it can definitely help it. So we're just going to leave it at announcement. So let's go to the different features that are offered. So I'll just go through a few of these. So right here is source. If you know how to code, of course this feature will be useful to you. I don't know how to code, so I can't be very detailed with this feature. I just know it's there. This right here is preview. So this allows you to preview your email as you edit it. It will open in a new tab like it just did up here. Once you're done viewing it, you can just close it out and this will still be here. So right here you can choose to print your email out. Obviously this allows you to print your email. Template, I think it's right here, yep. So this is just, I think it only gives you like 3, but these are just 3 templates to open in your email editor, just to switch things around if you want to. They do have the cut, copy, paste, different features. There's a couple different ways you have to paste depending on where you're copying the information from. They have the undo, redo, search, select all. Of course, they have bold, underline. You can change the style, so like you can highlight it. You can make it look different, like typewriter. You can slice through it. You can change the type, like how big it is, the font, the size, the color, the background color. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. So also right here, you can link something. You can add little emojis if that's something you want to do. Now we can add a picture here. So this is something that a lot of people like to do. Let me go ahead and make space for it. Okay, so we'll just click this picture right here. And we'll have to, let me see if there's a picture already uploaded to this. Okay, there's no pictures in here. So we're going to go ahead and upload one. I'm just going to pause my screen here real quick so I can get one off my computer. Okay, I got ahead of myself a little bit. I chose a picture, so the file name will show up here, and then you'll want to click send it to the server. Let's go back here. I just uploaded this logo, the Professional Networkers logo. And then if you want to change the size of your image, you'll just click right here, and I'll just type in 150. Now, of course, I just did it in the height area. When you do change the number in the height area, it also changes the width. Same for if you change the width, it would change the height. The reason for this is because right now there is a image ratio happening. So if you want to just make this the height smaller, but you like the width of the picture, then you want to click this little gear right here, and we can change this to 200. Kind of makes it look wonky, but you know, you can play around with that. So I'm just going to put it back to 400, and we'll click OK. All right. So we've put the logo down here. So let's go to linking a video to your picture. So let me pause my screen here real quick. Okay, so I just went to YouTube and went to For Life channel. So we're just going to find a video that we might want to use. Let's go ahead and use this video, why For Life Transfer Factor. So we're going to go up here, click this, make sure it's all highlighted, right click it, click copy, and we'll go back to our image. Okay, and then we're going to go to the picture. Going to right click that, image properties, link. We'll paste the link that we took into that area. Click OK. Now you see there's a blue line around this. That means that when this email is sent out and they click on this picture, then they will be taken to this video. Now, you don't have to just link a video to the image. You could link your For Life site if you want. You would just follow the same steps. You would just go to forlife.com, flash your ID number, copy that, and then you go to the same area. You right-click this, image properties, link, and then just paste your For Life URL in there. Let me see if there was anything else on that. Just one second. Okay, that was all I had on that. Do you have any questions on that part?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and just, so you do have the option to send a test email message before you actually send this out to whichever category you're selecting. So you could just click this, and you just put in your email address. Click OK, and then it should come up into your inbox in a few minutes. I'm going to click cancel on that. And then you just continue to the next step. Now here you can choose to either send the email broadcast now, or you can schedule a date and time to send your broadcast. So either way you do it, you just click that if you want to send it now, or you schedule it and then click that. And then whatever day you choose is when it's going to go out. Now right here, it does say the email is scheduled to send is based on Eastern Standard Time. So I would take that into account when you are scheduling it. Okay, so I'm not going to send that email out because the sample contact email probably doesn't exist. We just type
Ken, I had a quick question. The email broadcast, is that from all the leads that, from the email that they gave us through the leads, or where does those emails come from?
You can upload your leads. It kind of depends wherever your lead source is. Like if you choose to purchase the leads through Focal Point, there's two different ways you can do that. They have a monthly lead subscription service that you can sign up for. That's $39 for 120 leads. They have an approved lead vendor that they allow people to purchase leads through, and they have the link that Focal Point has leads you to the lead vendor's website, and you can kind of go through there. Let me show you where that is at. That's actually in our next, it's back here, Generate Prospects. Once it loads. So right here is where you would just purchase leads from their lead vendor. So click here to go to the lead store. And it takes you to this website. You can kind of go throughout here and read up on what type of leads they offer. And I don't know if they have a limit on the amount of leads that you can have or a minimum of leads that you can purchase. But that is the lead vendor that they use. The monthly lead subscription service would actually be purchased through this area, monthly lead subscription. And so you would just sign up through here, and whatever day you purchase it on is when it's going to come out every month. And you would be able to access downloading those leads by coming to this tab. Like if we purchased it, say, because today is March 15th, so say we signed up for it February 15th, so last month. Then this month it would recharge us for the 39. The 120 leads would be available. They call them lead credits. And you would be able to type in the amount of leads that you would want from the 120 leads. So they don't just make you have all of them all together if you're just wanting to pace yourself throughout the month, or if you're just wanting to put them all into one folder or whatever. So once those download, once you let them know how many you want, they would actually show up in your folder over here. Once it loads. So they would show up in this folder, monthly lead subscription, and the autoresponder is attached to this, and I can show you where that is at. So you can also go over here to your advanced contact tools and import contacts. So like if you do buy leads from like various companies and they give them to you in an Excel file, then you would be able to import all of those contacts into, you choose the folder that you want. So we could create a new category folder for the specific leads you're using, and we would choose that category right here. Let's just say the place we purchased them, let's just say purchase leads. So we would just put them in the purchase leads folder and choose a file from our computer and click continue, and then they would all be loaded into this purchased leads folder in your contacts. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so since we were talking about autoresponder emails, we can go ahead and go to that section. So the autoresponder emails are found in the sales tools right here. So these right here, this shows you there's two pre-written autoresponder campaigns. This is the name of the campaign. These are the contact categories that these campaigns are assigned to. So this combo autoresponder email campaign is assigned to the lead combo lead capture page prospects folder, lead your success opportunity leads folder, and lead postcard leads folder. This monthly lead subscription autoresponder email campaign is only attached to the monthly lead subscription. Right here you can see the number of messages that are in these campaigns. Right here you can edit or view the campaigns that were pre-written. Right here, if you want to edit them, you'll have to go up here to edit these pre-written email messages. Click here. So you want to click there, then you're able to edit all these messages. And you can change the days, like this goes out the day that the contact is put into this specific folder. This goes the day after, this goes 2 days. So let's go ahead and preview this first one. So right here we have put the Professional Networkers logo at the top, and so that's one personalization that you can do, like we talked about on the email broadcast, how to edit them, insert a link to a video, an image, just to try and customize them to your needs. So the way that you would, let's go ahead and you can create a new campaign. So let's say we made a new folder called follow-up emails, something like that. You just go down here to create new autoresponder campaign. You would name the campaign so you can reuse it in the future or attach it to another category or folder. You'd choose the category you want the autoresponder attached to. So let's just say, we'll just name it test. We'll attach it to sample contact. Click save. Then you would just, of course, make the subject the day that you want it to go out, and then make sure that it's active if you're wanting to use it. You'd edit this the same way that you would with the broadcast emails. Then you click save, and let's just go ahead and make one so I can show you what that looks like. A0. We're going to say, yeah, save it. So this is your new autoresponder campaign, and you can preview it. One really cool thing that you can do is ask for a delivery report on the emails that were sent. So if the folder that I attached this autoresponder to had 20 people in it or contacts in it, then it would say total number sent to 20. And then it would give you the total amount of click-throughs, however many of the emails bounced, however of them were marked as spam, and it shows by the email service provider or by the recipient, however many people unsubscribed and however many people opened them. So they give you some detailed reports on those emails. So let's go back to autoresponder email campaigns, and you can see that your custom autoresponder campaign that we just made test is now down here. So it is attached to the folder lead sample contact. So if we go back to your My Contacts, then you'll notice that I wonder why it's not doing it. Oh, I think it's because it didn't send it because this email isn't valid. That's why. It normally would put one of this email icon. It would put that right next to this to show you that you have an autoresponder attached to that content or this folder. That is actually all I had as far as just going through kind of the basics of the focal point. Of course, there are, as you saw, many sales tools that you can go through and kind of mess around with. There's a training tab that you can go to that'll give you training on various things that you can access through their site. So it's kind of, there are a lot of features, but today we just kind of wanted to go through the basics of the focal point. So definitely if you're interested in learning about some of the other sales tools, we can definitely do another webinar to cover those. But I guess for now we can just see if you have any questions on anything that we covered.
No, I don't have any questions on anything.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, feel free if one pops into your mind here later today. Definitely feel free to shoot us an email or shoot us a text or something just to let us know, and we can definitely help you with that.
Okay, great.
Awesome. All right, well, I will send you a link to this recording right after we hop off here, just so you can use that for future reference. I know you can go through and kind of re-watch and re-listen to what was said just to let it sink in, because I know it's a lot, a lot of information. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but I'll shoot that to you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, you have a great evening, Gabriel.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.